Alright. This is what we're going to start off with. No time for breakfast from incognito mode. Yeah, a little behind on stuff, so we got more than a couple of things to watch. Also, I do apologize if you can hear the fans going in my room, but it's so fucking hot, even with air conditioning, that I have like 2 fans going at once in my room, but I cannot turn them off or I will have a heat stroke. Yeah, no time for breakfast, here we go. Let's do it.
RPG sponsor video. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Spies. Let's...
006. AA battery.
Alright, you are a spy.
No, I'm not.
And you work for
the Australian Security Services. The ASS.
Like,
we're off to a great start. The ASS. I do have to say, I do love their little setup here where they have like the D&D theme going on. I think it's hilarious.
obviously, the ASS, they are up there in the same league as the CIA, the FBI,
Men in Black, Men in Black 2,
the agents from the Matrix. So, what do you do if, let's say, you're in your commercial
batteries
flight, you're in Coach,
Jesus Christ,
we don't want you to stand out, you know.
The government famously does not splash out.
It's fucking what for a flight on Qantas?
That's Anthony Albanese personally.
So you're flying to Iceland. So what
Sounds cold.
What are you wearing? You're a spy, right? What do you wear?
Tuxedo.
That's immediately perfect answer. Yeah.
Yeah, but with black shorts so people don't get suspicious.
All right. Dress shoes?
Really not
no
suspicious
shoes.
at all.
Now, I'm the sexy air hostess. Drinks? Snacks, anyone? Drinks? Snacks? And then I get up to you and then I go, this one's on the house, sir. And I hand you a packet of peanuts and it's wrapped in a napkin.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly right. Like you didn't order any peanuts.
Or a napkin.
And inside there's a small micro tape.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
And so you put it in your...
Wait, is that the PSP discs? Is that a PSP disc? Does that not look like a PSP disc? It just... I'm pretty sure I still actually have a PSP games and a movie somewhere in this house.
Mouth.
Phone.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
And then it starts playing and it goes...
Ass, I can't.
Many kudos.
It's playing. I'm not even wearing headphones.
You're an elite spy with the ASS.
Wait, it's just literally blasting on an airplane like this super secret spy message from the agency of ass. Yes, I would watch this series. I would watch it.
My AirPods out and they're out of charge. Only the left one works for some reason.
We've got a mission for you right now. You're on your way to Iceland.
I'm well aware. I say out loud.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it, which we believe you have because you're already on the flight, is to assassinate the president of Iceland. They did 9/11. There was a new one, the Triple Towers. So you gotta take him out. This thing will self-destruct. I hope you didn't like that fucking phone or have any important photos on it or nothing.
No! I had Lord of the Rings, Return of the King with Chinese hard-coded subs.
So, what do you do?
Start smoking on the plane.
You landed in Iceland.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I'm still in the sky.
Okay. What do you do?
I order my drink.
Yes, sir. What would you like?
Glass of Heineken. Shaken, not stirred.
Okay. The hostess starts shaking the can at arm's length. It goes everywhere. That'll be $12, sir.
Jesus
Put it on
Christ.
the ASS card, I say.
The ASS.
Right, so I land in Iceland. I get off the plane. I go up to the first Icelandic-looking person I can find.
Yep.
I say, where is your El Presidente?
And they go, oh, well, he's up on the top of the hill. There's a big igloo at the top.
Je m'appelle. And I pat his head and I walk away, as is custom in Iceland.
And so begins your mission. But first, let's do a little ad time. Have you heard about
Oh,
Opera GX?
here we go.
No.
Everybody knows that I'm a gamer, and my favorite game is Lego Island 2. I play
What?
the multiplayer patch. But oh
No.
the game is lagging. Sandra, what's happening?
Your browser isn't optimized for gaming.
Oh, if only it was. But it's not, alas.
Opera GX.
What, the lady from television?
No, Mo, it's a brand new web browser that allows you to control all sorts of things.
Wow, I can turn down the CPU usage, the RAM, even the download speed with my browser. That way I can run it in tandem with all of my gaming. I'm so excited, I might just say a gamer word. Mexicans.
What?
I can say
Oh my-
Mexicans. Why can't I say Mexicans, Sandra? Keep that in. The G stands for gangster, Sandra. And the X stands for keeping it real. I can
No,
connect my
wait.
Twitch. I can connect my Discord. I can even connect my Facebook Messenger and talk to very old relatives. Don't mind that. That's just Grandma saying hello. Light mode, dark mode, fruity de mer, more Mexican stuff. It's also
No.
got animated backgrounds. And I'll tell you what, they've got this thing called the GX Corner. You get free games, you get a bunch of deals and stuff, and you've got a release calendar date. It's brilliant. Use our link to get Opera GX, and it has a feature that displays all the new
Fuck
videos
off,
from
Fix
us.
all the way.
Not only that, Mo, but
Don't
you can
hold
go
back,
to the Opera
Phoenix.
GX mod store and install our special mod.
Look at this amazing wallpaper and theme. What else does it do?
This is what the background music sounds
I
like.
use whatever the fuck works,
Isn't it great?
and
Oh, look what the sound it makes when I
doesn't
type
make
on
my
the keyboard.
computer
That won't get annoying.
explode
Open a new
from
tab.
using it.
All this and more.
Wow.
And not only that, you can enable or disable all of these elements, or here's Moist Critical's one. You can fiddle with that and have a weird ad mixture. Look, we had a baby. But
Oh
hold on,
my
Sandra.
God, that'd be
I'm so
annoying
loyal
as
to my
fuck.
old browser, and it's got all my previous bookmarks and stuff.
Just import them all, and you can even import your passwords and cookies.
Lady from the television has really thought of everything. I've got my wallet,
lady
Sandra,
from
and
the
I am
tele-
headed out the door right now to go buy this new browser.
Wait a minute, Mo. It's free, and you can just download it from operagx.gg/incognito mode.
Also, they've got a pretty good social media and just shit posts all day long. So go to operagx.gg/incognito mode. Add over. Back to the mission. All right, so what kind of gadgets do you have with you?
Give me a. Wait, you're my cue.
This is a flashback. Ah, Mr. Kutos. As you see, we have plenty of gadgets. Come, let us tour the facility. And there's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all sorts of quirky things happening in the background.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
switch
what gadgets
between
can I make for you?
this Opera
Give
GX
me
and
a
Firefox.
gun that can shoot tiny bullets.
Sometimes things won't work on
how small
Firefox
is it?
though.
Like a millimeter across, but it's still a normal sized gun.
That's usually
Yeah,
why
really
I'm
thin
sticking with
down.
GX. Like
Right, but the idea is you can
fucking
have like
Chrome.
400 bullets
Jesus
in there.
Christ.
No, it doesn't fit that many. It fits
Sets my
Can't be the
PC
world's
on fire.
worst spy. You gotta have something
no, it's
practical.
good. No, it makes sense because it's really quiet because it's small.
All right.
But just the barrel's really thin, but it's like really thick metal. So I've
All
got
right.
that.
What else have you got? What else you got?
I've got an umbrella with
Oh.
a poison dart tip in it.
Oh
that's
my
quite
god.
good,
Yeah, this is totally not noticeable.
What else you
I'm
got?
just, you know what? Not even poison. It just injects water, but you can, you die if you get water in your bloodstream. So I'll just do that.
That's definitely not true.
It is. Wait, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know
No,
what it
what do you think
is,
a saline
but
drip
when
is?
whenever I've used
Yeah, it blows
Firefox,
air into your bloodstream.
like
That
in
kills you.
general, 99% of the time
you
it's
got a bike
fine.
pump.
But there's
In an
there's like that
umbrella.
1% of
It's pressurized
things
at
of
all times. Yeah, if
websites
you get
or
air in
things
your
I want to
bloodstream, it hits
do.
your heart and you fucking die.
Yes,
Like
that's correct.
the web
Yeah,
page
yeah,
just
yeah.
does
Yeah, so
not
it
want to
does
load
that.
I
it.
mean, you
No
gotta
trace.
hit. You gotta hit the vein.
Because I think
And there's
it's like
definitely a trace,
only
but
made
yeah.
for like Chrome.
Not the way I do it.
All right, Mr. Kudos, those are
Google
some pretty
shit.
mid gadgets. Let me show you some of what the gadget master has been working on. So
Okay.
here, what looks like a regular ballpoint pen.
I pick it up and I go to click it.
Careful with it. Don't click it.
Uh-huh.
You click this pen once, makes a very satisfying sound, doesn't it? Yes, you could do this all day long with a pen like this. Irresistible to man. As soon as you hand this stuff to someone, they'll be immediately distracted for the next 15 minutes, just feeling that satisfying ka-thunk noise every time.
Brilliant. Does it have like a gun in it or a poison or?
The haptic feedback in this pen is just so satisfying. You cannot possibly stop. Look, an ordinary wristwatch, perhaps, Mr. Kudos.
A Rolex. You know me too well.
Yes, well, why don't you
It's probably
Press
a
that
plugin.
button
Firefox
there.
Kitchen.
This isn't going to be another one
Probably,
of
yeah.
your satisfying pen gimmicks, is it?
Put the watch back down, Minikuda. This other watch, though.
Okay. Another Rolex, indistinguishable from the previous. Doesn't have to download a new PNG.
Yes, well, synchronizes perfectly with
Iceland
Icelandic
time.
time.
The time in Iceland is currently 1 a.m.
Ah, look, your company-issued credit card.
It has a razor sharp tip that you can use to throw at people.
Oh, yeah, I
And
like that. Ninja Star credit card, yeah.
And it's loaded with $60 in prepaid funds.
Well, by the time you get off the flight, it'll be 48, but... check out these cufflinks. We've been working very hard on them.
What do they do?
Well, if you squeeze your left cufflink, it stops time. But only temporarily.
Oh my god.
I don't think I'll need that one, Q. That seems a bit low grade as far as your gadgets go. All I need is 5 pounds of American lead.
Also, one last thing. Over here, I have a device for you just when you get kidnapped. Well, after this whole setup thing.
Wait, what?
Yes, it's 30 bucks every emotion McNuggets. Perhaps you should take a 20-pack.
Is this one moldy or just
What
green?
the fuck?
That is the feeling of pure envy distilled. You see this red one? That makes people angry. See this blue one? That makes them sad.
What does this polka dot one make you feel?
Racist.
Whoa, no!
I'm not sensing any change.
So we can't explain it, but some people are immune. Perfect. Okay. Mr. Kudos, you're walking up to the presidential igloo. Now what?
I'm going to scope it out first of all.
Right. That's a good idea. It's like a number one thing in the handbook. They're like, always plan ahead.
Yeah, I pull out my Q phone, which is like the iPhone,
Yeah.
the one that Q designed.
Oh, I like that. Yep.
And I'm going to Google President of Iceland.
I installed the Facebook Messenger app on there, by the way, so that we can just keep in touch. Bing. Hey, how's the mission going? Smiley face.
Good. And then I use the thumbs up, and then I set my nickname to be something so it's not my real name, so no one will know. But anyway, I Google President of Iceland, and then I search President of Iceland house, and then after that I search ways into President of Iceland house.
Oh, that's a good one. By the way, there's one more little hidden gadget. So you may notice that you are wearing one of those Akubra hats. Press this little button on the side. The corks with the strings drop down.
What? Wait.
A little something to remind you of home. Okay,
What?
so you are now outside the president of Iceland's house. So,
All right.
what do you do? How do you take this
Look,
guy
he's just
out?
eating
Are there any
and taking out a
guards
drink while
blocking
doing
the
this
main
shit. I love
entrance?
it.
There are 2 guards outside the building and 2 more guards that look suspiciously like snowmen, but you can't be sure.
All right, well, I'm going to sneak up on these snow they thems, and I'm going to karate chop one of them on the neck.
That's lethal.
Not the way I do it.
Oh, okay.
So I do that.
Yeah, just snow.
I look at the other one and I do a backhanded karate chop.
Also, turns out to just be snow.
Oh no!
I should have known from the character.
Okay, I dive into a bush. I scratch my chin and say, oui.
Oh, hey,
I'm
thank you
going
for
to
the
get myself
follow.
into this
Welcome,
one.
welcome.
All right, you're now in a bush. You suddenly overhear on the radio.
Oh, we got 2 snowmen down. Oh, high alert.
Now, the 2 guards out the front go to check up on Snow Team Seal 6, right? The 2 guards are down.
No.
You can now go right through the front door. Mm-hmm. Let's do it. So you're busting through there. Boom.
Yep, I pull out my gun with the very noticeably thin barrel.
So you scan the room. It is not what you think. There is no president of Iceland. Instead, there is a different president. The president of Australia is there on the ground and he is dead.
I didn't do this. I would
Dun,
never do
dun,
this
dun.
unless I wanted to or it was convenient.
And then suddenly,
Oh, high alert.
a bunch of Icelandic guards come rushing into the room. Oh my god, he's killed the president of Australia. You are taken in to custody.
Okay.
We're gonna have some questions for you, Mr. Kudos. And then they pull out the microchip from behind your ear. And
No!
yeah, it's like now it's all like radio silent. And then you got like no contact with ASS anymore, right? So the screen goes dark, and we cut to like a week later.
Yeah.
And you're in a basement somewhere. You're tied to a chair. You're half naked.
Which half?
The left half.
No, not lefty.
And there's a man
Not
who's going
lefty.
to question you. Ah, Mr. Kudos, you will talk eventually. We can keep you here for months, maybe years. Why did you do it? Why did you kill the Prime Minister of Australia? Ha 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 ha. He's maniacally laughing, right?
I'm going to say, you're never going to get me to talk.
Now, what are you going to do? How are you going to get out of this sticky situation and redeem your name?
Okay, describe this room for me.
It is a dark basement. You are tied with a fairly loose rope to a wooden chair, and your hands are tied behind your back.
Okay, what gadgets do I have on me, if any?
They have taken your gun.
Yeah. Is this the one with the
That's the one. You've got the
barrel?
bike pump umbrella, you've got the pen that goes ka-thunk, and you've got the 20-pack of Bertley whatever.
So wait,
every emotion
they left everything
nuggets.
else.
All right, I'm going to say, please, whatever you do, don't scratch the part of my head where this button on the Akubra hat is.
Oh, really?
Yes, please, what do you can pull my fingernails, you can pull my balls, you can pull my ball nails, but whatever you do, don't
Wait.
touch the spot on my hat.
Looks like you're too late, Mr. Kudos, as I am
No.
pressing it now. Bing.
All of the corks fall out, and I say,
Hatched to meet you.
"G'day, mate," and I whip my head so fast that the corks whip him in the face.
Of course.
Wah. It's a 3. Oh, my eye and the bridge of my nose. But actually, I'm fine.
Shit.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
I was kind of hoping that the corks would, like, kill him in some way.
No, it bumped me right on the cornea, but I'm okay now. Anyway, and I grab a crowbar. You'll pay for that, Mr. Kudos, as I begin.
I also hate to see beautiful wooden furniture damaged.
You already played that card, Mr. Kudos, and
I
I
hate when-
fell for it, and you got me right in the eye. It really hurt.
Okay, but no, that was before. That was for that reason.
Feels
This
like
new
there's something
reason,
in there now.
This new reason is not anything like that.
Who
also,
do you work for, Mr. Kudos?
Okay, I'll tell you anything, but please, my only request is that you give me one of the beautiful chicken McNuggets that I have in my satchel over there. But whatever you do, don't eat one yourself. I want all of them for myself.
Oh, really?
The brownish green ones are my favorite. Whatever you do, don't eat that one, sir. Please give it to me instead.
Don't you know where you are? This is the place where I'm really mean to people. Boy, did that backfire. And then anyway, I'm going to roll the dice and... Alright, 16. Oh, guess I'll eat that specific McNugget then.
Not that one.
Bit of a difference between
Chomp,
3.
chomp. Wow, I should have really eaten that with some sauce or something. These things are terrible dry.
Looks like you fell right into my trap. That nugget instills you with an intense fear of social interaction and general anxiety.
Oh no, I ate the shyness nuggie?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But here's the everything you do feels uncomfortable.
Stop
This whole
looking at me.
interaction is awkward. You're doing so many social faux pas right now. How are you ever going to live this one
Oh,
down?
he's half
Oh, no,
naked,
not
and
the
I
social
accidentally looked at one of his nipples
faux
for slightly too long. I wonder if he's
I bet
thinking
they're
about
gonna-
the fact that I was looking at it.
I bet
what-
all the other torturers are talking about you in a group chat that they have that you're not
Would
in.
it be okay if I turned you around while I torture so that we don't have to look at each other?
That would be fine. Just unbolt this chair and I'll stand up and turn around.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh,
Come on, you're taking too long. This is starting to get weird. A good torturer would have done this by now.
Oh, okay. And then I'll see that. Now what?
Like, I'm going to run backwards and smash into him with the chair in the hopes that the chair kind of like breaks in the process.
Okay, let's roll the dice.
Ooh.
It does not work. You bounce right off.
Okay. Is the door open?
Yes. All right, so you go running out. You're out of there now. You're beep, beep, beep. Alarms are going off. You got to get out of there, Mr. Kudos.
All right, I look around. Is there... So we're in Iceland. I imagine there is some ice. Is there like a slick patch of ground?
There is.
All right, I'm going to run at it. I'm going to waddle as fast as I can in the chair. Then I'm going to jump and land sideways. And then skid as fast as I can using the side of the chair.
Oh, that's quite good. And then two guards come running up, and you have a McNugget in each hand, and you go, and you go right in each of their mouths.
and they can't help but chew and swallow.
Oh, God.
Which 2 nuggets were they specifically?
Nice.
One was the intense desire to kiss, and the other one was the intense desire not to kiss. Now the guards are fighting.
Fighting over kisses.
Stop it, I don't want to, Greg. I would really like to, Steve. They're
Not to-
distracted, and you just go sliding right by. You grab one of their guns on the way out, too.
The thing about Icelandic guards, and a lot of people know this, they have holsters around their ankles.
Yep, and then so you got that, and you're sliding right out there. Now what are you gonna do?
I'm going to shoot the gun behind me to use the force to ping myself down the hall.
When like the tanks fire their guns backwards to go drive faster. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna roll a dice. Oh my
Damn.
god, you got a perfect 20.
Yes!
Damn.
All right. Yes! Well, you shoot 20. Not only do you fire the gun backwards and it works, the bullets will ricochet off
Nice.
the walls, hit the bottom of the chair leg, and give you even more momentum, sending you sailing out of the 3rd-story window of the building. You go falling through the air, land on the ground, on the feet of the chair, they break, and you land in a karate stance, uninjured. Now what, Mr. Cruz? Also,
Now that's a perfect 20 right
somehow
there.
inexplicably, you got half your clothes back.
I reach into the tuxedo and I pull out. I think you already know what I'm going to say. I pull out the pistol, which I would like to point out has an exceptionally thin barrel.
Right. And what pun do you say?
I say, ice cock, bro, and then I cock the gun.
Oh, yeah, that's quite good.
I have to do it very gently because the really cannot stress how thin the barrel is. It could just snap at like
Sick
a
of hearing about this
sneeze.
stupid gun. I'm rolling a dice. It's a 10.
That's
I'm
middling.
gonna say that it causes the gun to bend.
Fuck. Okay, so it's now got a 45-degree hook to it, which
Yeah,
I
you
can
go-
now use to shoot around corners.
All right. So now what? So you have been set up to kill the president of Australia, and now you've got to get some intel to prove that you were set up, and then you got to, get revenge or something.
This country was built on checks and balances, and the only way I can balance one president's death is with another.
There must be a clue or something.
Yes, I'm going to go back to the scene of the crime because here's the thing. Nobody expects that the killer would go back to the scene of the crime. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to hoof it over to where the president of Australia presumably has still just been left.
Yeah. So you go
He's just
back
laying
to
there.
the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Now, on the ground, you see something very peculiar. A pen with a very satisfying ka-thunk sound.
Oh my god.
Only one other person had access to such a device.
Someone who could only be viewed through wibbly-wavy flashback vision.
Uh-huh. That's right.
What the fuck? Hold on. Are you telling me?
Da-dun, da-dun, the setup. What a twist. Never saw it
What a-
coming.
Yeah, what a twist.
How's the mission going, buddy?
All right, I need to hoof it back.
Ah, it seems you've figured out my plans, Mr. Kudo. Very astute of you. Kathunk? How very astute of you, Mr.
I can't with
Kudos,
this
to have
fucking
figured
pin.
it out. Sorry, I didn't have breakfast. I'm just catching up now.
But why, Q? You made gadgets for my wedding. You made gadgets for my kids' births. You helped
fucking
me
gun in the baby's
conceive.
hand.
Well, I wasn't going to betray you, Mr. Kudos, but then someone gave me a shiny $100 bill, and every man has his temptation. And what will you do about it? Kathunk. But what if you took a look at these swimming goggles, and then I throw them, and then when they land near you, they go up in a puff of nerve gas, and you have to roll out of the way.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna dive behind an Icelandic snowmobile made of gold.
You sure are good at ducking and weaving, Mr. Kudos. Maybe you should take the time to smell the roses, and then he just throws some roses. They turn into missiles, and they go flying towards you.
I'm gonna dive behind 38 unique wigs.
Well, Mr. Kudos, looks like you've dodged twice now. In all seriousness, would you like a stick of gum?
No.
Nutrients.
I don't know if I
Nine
trust this man, but I didn't get to brush my teeth this morning. I
Oh,
walk
God
gingerly
damn it.
towards Q, and I reach out to get
You're
a
gonna
stick
go
of
for
gun.
it. You're gonna. Q's there with like absolute surprise on his face. You're gonna grab the stick of gum.
That's the least
okay.
thing he expects.
Here you go. You grab the stick of gum.
The slow-mo.
And once you pull it,
Wait, here's the thing.
right?
Flashback, I'm behind the 38 wigs. I take the pistol, I
Right.
place it down my pants, and I'll remind you that it was bent previously at 45 degrees. I place it down my pants in my gooch area so that the barrel is now pointing upwards.
I'm so uncomfortable.
Flash forward back to present day. I go to reach
If that's
towards
an
the
also
gun.
here's what's
I say,
not being
"Hold on,
serious,
Q.
yeah."
I've actually just got a bit of an itchy ball sack. We've all been there, and I scratch
I
my perineum.
understand, Mr. Kudos. Go on. Scratch it if you must. It will be the last thing you ever do.
Wait, why? I thought we were just having
Because
some
once
gum.
you grab this stick of gum, it will explode.
Well, anyway, I do a behind, not a front scratch, a rear scratch, and I fiddle around until I find the trigger.
Boy, he's really
pull
getting
it.
up in there, isn't he?
It's a really deep itch.
A gunshot goes off. Huh. You've got me right in the heart. Q falls to the ground. Dead.
They said 1 millimeter wouldn't be enough.
I underestimated the caliber of man that you really were, Mr.
Shut up! Oh my
And then I
god!
lean over and I blow the smoke out of the barrel. And I walk off into the sunset.
Da, 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 you know, otherwise, I imagine Mr. Kudos gets on the back of his motorcycle, and his girl jumps on the back too, and off
And
they go.
it's the air hostess from earlier. She was actually on my side the whole time.
Oh yeah, inexplicably, somehow she was. And you both go riding off into the
She
sunset.
just shows up for no reason. Okay. Got it.
Do not forget
Got it.
operatic GX. The G stands for excellent.
I can't. Another good one. Another good one. Oh my god. Jesus, I'm still not over the fact that the fucking the phone message on the airplane, just like the first half of the message was just blasting out loud, and then the phone just like burst into smoke randomly on the airplane, and no one gave a shit. I love it.